The real reason why you're not manifesting money, and it's not what you think. Most people think they're not manifesting because they're not visualizing enough. They're not saying the right affirmations, like I am rich affirmations. And the main reason is it's our subconscious. So a lot of people who listen to the law of attraction or use a lot of these things like visualization techniques and affirmations, where they're like, it doesn't work. I've tried everything. And I'm here to tell you, I understand that. And I know what that's like because I did the same thing. I listened to the law of attraction, the movie The Secret, and I had that problem too. And the main thing is it's your subconscious. What they don't tell you about is it's your subconscious. There's a lot of mental blocks that we have in our subconscious, which is why we're not manifesting here in our 3D reality. And that's because your subconscious mind runs 95% of your life without you even realizing it. Your subconscious mind, what it is it's the feeling mind. So you could tell yourself, I'm wealthy, I'm rich, I'm making $1 million a year, all you want. But if you don't actually believe that, and you have a lot of subconscious blocks, which a lot of this comes from childhood. If you have those blocks, then you're never going to manifest those things. And again, like I said, it comes from childhood. So if you grew up, say, in a family household where there wasn't enough money and you have a lot of subconscious beliefs as, people who have money are evil, they're bad people. If someone has more money than another person, they're a bad person and they're taking from other people. Like if you have belief systems like that, then that's why you're not going to attract money, because then you're going to believe that you're a bad person. So one of the strategies that you need to do today is you need to write down all the subconscious beliefs you actually have about money. Tell yourself right now, I'm going to make $1 million this year. If you tell yourself that, but you don't actually believe it, you're not going to make that money. That's a fact, because that's your subconscious mind telling you you don't believe that. So what you got to do is you got to write down right now, you need to write down all the negative beliefs you have about money. Just think about all the negative beliefs you have. And I know with the media nowadays, there's a lot more negative beliefs that we're continually telling ourselves. So we need to see, what do we see on the media? What grabs our attention where we're like, oh, this pisses me off. Like, screw those corporations or screw the government, or, whatever you think that gets you upset, that is also a belief that you have negative about money. So I want you to write down all those negative things that you have about money, because you have to be aware first of these beliefs, because if you're not aware of them, it doesn't matter how many times you tell yourself you're going to manifest something or you write down an affirmation. If you don't first understand the negative blocks and get rid of those negative blocks, it's not going to matter. So you got to get rid of those negative blocks first. And a lot of us might manifest small wins, like, $20 that you'll find here and there, or you might get a raise at first. But again, it comes to your subconscious, where your subconscious has a limit. This is how much you'll make. You might get a raise a little bit, you might find $20 here and there, but you hit a wall. There's a wall we hit, because that's also our belief system. It's like, I know I made $80,000 this year, I'll probably make 85 next year maybe. But you always hit that wall. It's like, well, why am I not doing $1 million this year? It's because you have this wall, which is your subconscious, that you don't believe you can do. And that's why you keep hitting a wall. And it mainly also, one of the things is our self-image. In order to make that $1 million a year, you have to have a completely different self-image of yourself, which is why you got to realize the subconscious behaviors and mindset you have. And you got to change that, because by making going from $100,000 a year, or let's say $50,000 a year, to $1 million a year, you have to become a completely different person. You have to have a completely different self-image. And that's part of your subconscious, is your self-image. And affirmations do work though. So when you start using your affirmations, figure out what you actually do want. Not just say something because you feel like that's what everybody else wants you to do. No, actually figure out your affirmations. What do you want out of life? and write those affirmations down. And what you want to do is every morning and every night, you want to look at that and you want to visualize as if you already have it. Don't visualize it in the future. Talk about it in the present tense. I'm so happy and grateful now that I make $1 million a year, for instance. So I'm so happy and grateful now that I make $1 million a year. That's a present tense affirmation. And you gotta visualize as if it's already here. You gotta feel what it actually feels like. You don't just do it to go through the motions. You gotta actually enjoy doing it, and don't do it as if you have to do it because you feel like you need to do it in order to get what you want. No, you actually have to enjoy doing it. If you don't enjoy doing it, it's not gonna work. You actually have to enjoy doing it. Use it as a fun time to just play with the universe, just a fun time. Like, what if nothing would ever get in your way? Just imagine that everything you want wants you. Like, imagine if whatever you want right now, it actually wants you. The thing is, you're just delaying it because of your mental blocks. That's the thing. Everything that you want wants you. You're just blocking it. You have mental blocks in your head that's blocking that thing from getting it. And that's why you're not getting it. That's why the main thing everybody talks about with like law of attraction, manifesting and stuff is letting go. Because the entire reason of letting go is to let in. Every reality exists here right now. The thing is, we aren't letting go, and we're not letting go of our belief systems and letting the things that we want come into our lives. Also got to surround yourself with these things. If you want to start making more money, you got to surround yourself with people who are financially free, that are making that kind of money, that are where you want to be. Or if you want to have better relationships with people, you need to surround yourself with people who have good relationships with other people. If you want to manifest, for instance, a lover, like an actual lover, a good lover, someone who you want to be a boyfriend or girlfriend with, that might lead to marriage, you need to be around people or talk to people who have marriage for a long time. Like my parents, for instance, I think they'll kill me for this. They've been married for, I think, like 37 years. So when I have issues with some of my friends I'm having relationship problems with, I ask my mom about that because they've been married for 37 years. I'm like, how do you and dad deal with each other? Like when you're dealing with some stuff that you guys aren't happy with each other about. So you need to ask those people, find people that have been in relationships for a long time and ask them how they do it. And then when you surround yourself with that, then that'll help you get to where you want to be. When it comes to finances, you gotta listen to personal financial people. Like I'm starting to talk about more personal finances. So if you're not putting yourself on a budget and you don't know where your money's going, then it doesn't matter how much you make, because when it comes to personal finance, it's how much money you save then invest. So if you're blowing all this money, it doesn't matter if you make more money than you did before. You'll end up finding out that there's a thing called debt, and as long as you can afford the monthly payments, you go into debt, and then you'll be worse off making more money than you were making less. So you gotta put yourself on a budget. You gotta maybe find a financial planner that can help you with your finances, and then someone who can help you invest and tell you about investing. So that's another thing, is you gotta learn about personal finance with money. Put yourself on a budget. Maybe find a financial planner that can help you with saving and investing. You gotta set financial goals that are gonna scare you a little bit, like getting out of debt. Personal debt is never gonna lead you to financial success ever, because it's taken away from your money that you could be investing. To have a financial goal, like paying off all my debt. I'm gonna pay off all my debt in 6 months. And then you're gonna figure out a way to do that. You're gonna start paying off the least amount of debt first, and you're gonna snowball that into the highest debt, right? And then after that, you're gonna figure out, you're gonna be like, okay, well, now I need to save a 3 to 6 month expenses for an emergency. And then after that 3 to 6 month expenses for emergencies, then you're gonna be like, okay, how much am I going to save and then invest? And then it's like, okay, so let's say I have $10,000 in my investment account. I wanna grow that to $100,000. So in 6 months, I wanna grow that to $100,000. So you have to have these goals that will keep your mind looking forward and then bringing opportunities in your life that'll help you get to those goals faster. So let's put all of this together, guys. Number one, believe it. You got to reprogram your subconscious mind to believe the things that you want to accomplish. Number two, you track it. You got to align your thoughts and beliefs into the things that you want to accomplish. Number three, you got to manage those goals, like money, for instance. You got to put yourself on a budget. You got to pay off your debt first, and you got to start saving and investing. And number four, you got to have these goals that'll help you go further, like investing for your future and having these higher money goals that'll get you from where you are now to where you want to be in the future. I appreciate you guys checking out my YouTube video. I want you guys to subscribe if you've learned a lot and you want to learn more. I want you to comment below manifest. I want you guys to comment below manifest. I'll see you in the next one.